Hi, this is just going to be a little blog about me trying to learn Blender. I have always really wanted to learn a 3D software, and these are the three things I really want to get to know. I've already done an environment already. Yeah, I did this already through a tutorial. Obviously I have a lot to learn. I did a little bit of a low poly version of a character, and I really would like to rig it for animation. But I am just hit a couple hurdles with that, and lastly, I kind of got a little headways with sculpting, and I got this far. I didn't really like it because I didn't really was working off a ref. I was just like following a video tutorial. I've made like a little bit of progress with all these. You know, the hard thing about learning is when you want to learn it yourself, it can be very difficult to make yourself sit down and do something that's hard, right? Like I simultaneously get really excited about learning new things and like dread it because I have a very fickle attention span, and it can be very frustrating for me to learn new skills, even skills that I really want to learn. One thing that has always motivated me was like to be a little nicer to myself, and also like document it, because I really like watching videos about people learning new skills, and they spend like so much time learning a skill that like I would have given up on so quickly, and they become masters from it because they're able to give themselves the kindness and the time to learn it. So I would really like to do that with Blender. I have a reference here, my character Marimo. He's from the Pathfinder campaign I have with some friends. But yeah, one of the things I would really like to do is I would like to make 3D assets for my campaign, and also so I can make stuff for my friends and their characters and stuff, because it's really fun to draw fan art of my friends' characters. When I was doing this without the model, I found that Moneymo's face, like, I guess kept on like messing with it. One thing I would say to artists that have a huge trouble between sketching and final product, do you ever get this way where you like sketch out something and it looks great, and then you spend your time lining it and you take off the liner and it sucks? There's like a huge reason for that, and part of it is flow. You kind of lose your flow when you ink, and when you start overthinking every single line, when you pull the camera back, things can start to look a little odd. If your style of inking is getting all the way up here and like redoing the same line over and over, you're never going to be satisfied. If anything, you should line it as quickly as possible, and then line it again as quickly as possible, and just keep doing that until you get like a nice flow. Honestly, how I sketch like commissions out and stuff, I will start off with like a super loose sketch, then I'll do like a rough, and then I'll do the line art. And it's a lot less work, to be honest. It sounds like an extra step, but really it's just like, it feels like a warm-up the whole way through until you realize like, oh, I'm done with it, and it actually looks pretty nice. So that's what I'm doing right here, is that I'm just like really roughly going over this sketch just so I can keep the flow of it. I don't want, when I go to my 3D model, I don't want it to look too overworked. I don't know if you can tell, but it just doesn't look like him, right? He is a trans man, and I do want him to look like softer, like around the edges and stuff, but not in a way that he looks like fucking Elsa here, right? So I do not want that. Okay, I'll get back to you once I'm done with this one. I did the last sculpt tutorial a couple days ago. I'm gonna try to see if I can remember it from here. My goal with this blog is to document both my success and, I think more importantly, my failure. The failures are just as much of part of the process. My name was Sculpt Rift. Oh, you know what? I should probably face forward first. Okay. Oh, maybe it's here. Yep, there it is. Opacity, and I want to turn that way down. Okay, default cube. As I understand it, I have to go to modifiers, add modifier, subdivision surface, sculpt mode, right? And you have to apply the subdivision modifier, otherwise you won't get all this topography going on. G for grab, F makes it go like this. Oh yeah, and I have to mirror it on each side. So I'm just gonna make this very big and see if I can, I should have probably made it so that the reference was like completely symmetrical and like front view facing, right? I'm going to go to a modifier again. I'm going to add another subdivision surface. I think I'm going to add like 3. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to size it down a bit. I want it to be his neck, and his neck is pretty thick because he's fat, and I think he's pretty that way. You know what? I kind of want a jaw, so maybe I should probably pull this down actually. You know, the thing about Blender is just so much stuff can go wrong, you know, and the mistakes you make accumulate. It's not like analog art where you can see very like clearly what you're doing wrong and how you can fix it immediately. With Blender, I feel like there's just like, you know, it just kind of coalesces on itself, all your mistakes, and you don't even know which mistakes that you made that are causing the problems. And the trick about Blender, what gets people with being from good to great, is being able to ask yourself questions about what's happening in the program, which is, you know, very difficult when you don't know which questions to ask yet. That's very frustrating for me personally because I really need people to explain every last little detail to me. And so when one thing doesn't really fall into place, I just get so frustrated I can't even begin to problem solve sometimes. And I've gotten a little bit better. I know how to Google my problems a little bit better with Blender, but at first I gotta tell you, like, I just was so frustrated, mostly with myself, like, just because I knew that people have figured this out before me, people with way less, you know, access to education, and it's really easy to, you know, just assume that maybe you're not cut out for it. And I just really hope that's not the case, because that would bum me the fuck out. Next, I'm going to go back into object mode. I am going to make his little ear tassels right here. Add a cube. I'm going to scale that down. Alright, so I selected the face. I'm going to scale that up a little bit so I can make it come out. I'm going to extrude it, make it come out. And then I want it to split off. I don't really know how to do that. Let's just... maybe I should do it like legs, where break it right here. And then I'm gonna go eye, and I'm gonna inset it just a little bit. I'm gonna grab those and actually I'm gonna extrude it out just a little bit. If I'm gonna pretend these are legs, I'm gonna extrude it out to that, and then I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna move it along the z-axis right where it breaks, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna move this along the z-axis where it breaks. So now we have 2 places. So I know I could do this in the sculpt mode, but I've just found that it's just a lot harder to get the specific like shape to do what you want. But yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna see if this way works better. That, scale it, rotate it, grab it, scale it. G stretch. What is it? I think it's it's M, merge at the center. I wonder if it is wise that I'm doing it this way. I'm thinking now maybe it's not. I don't hate this. I think. Looks kind of weird, not gonna lie. Let's see how that works. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I think I can make this probably bigger. Yeah, that looks better. No, that makes it longer. Size along the Z, and that makes it a little oblong. I'm gonna add some loop cuts with Control R. I think 3 is enough. I like it, but I also do not. That's better. I don't hate that. And now I can see that I made his head super fucking big. So I'm gonna scale that down a little bit. Better look. Not gonna lie, Money Moo, you look like you have a shit coming out of your head. Not ideal, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I can fix that. Yeah, like that. A little banana. Move that down a little bit into his head. And oh, okay, toggle X-ray as 2. Oh, okay. X-ray. Okay, alright, that is helpful. Noted. Ew, what happened to these? Did I not notice that? You know what? Whatever. You know? I think I'm gonna smooth it out with Sculpt Tool, and it just looks, it looks close enough, right? So I'm not gonna worry about it. Put these forward. Put in his little ear tasselies. Shift D this. Well, why? Okay, that makes it thinner. Okay, that's what I want. Scale on the X. Rotate them out again. Right there. And I'm gonna, right, bring them forward a little bit. I'm starting to get into the flow of it. That's exciting. A little bit thinner. Add a subdivision surface of 3. Not bad. I can't make his titties too bodacious. Got them lopped off for a reason. You know what? I think we have enough here to call it a day with this one. Okay, we have somewhere to go from now. This is a lot more successful than I thought it'd be. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to keep trying my best. In the meantime, I'm going to make a copy of this. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.